Do not judge, or you will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. With the measure you use, it will be measured to you. A few things that are excellent about Christian literature is that it is a book about humanity, it is a book about astrology, it's a book of affirmations, and it's a mentor. On so many other things, it has everything in it that deals with the human experience. You probably see yourself in there. I'm not a Christian. I live by Christian principles and other principles, especially concerning morality that deals with the laws of nature and humanity. I want to talk a little bit about Samson and Delilah. This is a story about masculine and feminine interaction, even of today. How the masculine and feminine were not aiding, but opposing, not complementing each other, and it led to destruction. This is a masculine dominated planet in the sense that The male is masculine and he is the provider and protector of what he builds. And the female is feminine and is the nurturer or caretaker of what is being built. Masculine and feminine is not just human beings. It's everything. This story is a masculine-dominated story, or from a masculine man putting together, telling what happened during the encounter. This story is a story of what happened during the exchange between masculine and feminine then, and in some cases now. Under these conditions, you might see yourself in this story. There was masculine and feminine energy at work. This story, if it was told and put together by feminine energy, it would be the same story. But it would probably be a story uplifting and telling how and why Delilah did what she did. It wouldn't change Samson's masculinity. It would have been less interest on what he did and more on what Delilah did in dealing with Samson. It's the same that it would be if a story was told today of the female triumphs. It would be about the female version of the involvement in these conflicts and how they handled them involving masculine. Samson was a Nazarite of Israel. He had physical strength above and beyond the ordinary man. The nation of Israel was in conflict with the nation of the Philistines during that time. The only way that his masculine energy was defeated was because of feminine energy. Masculine energy and feminine go together. This is normally the reason why masculinity is defeated, is because of femininity. If this was a feminine-dominated planet, the one that would be defeated, femininity, is probably masculine. They are the same thing, just on opposite ends of the axis. One is more positive than the other, one is more negative than the other. They each have equal and opposite energy. Their functions on the planet is different. One is more important than the other. Let me say that again. One is no more important than the other to the universe. Both is necessary. No matter what you do to belittle, shame, or otherwise dysfunction, either one, it is what it is. You can't change the laws of nature. Samson gave away his power, and he knew that. He knew that his purpose was over and done. He was the right hand, and he confided in his left hand, and he paid the price. Delilah used her femininity to her powerful strengths. She was beautiful. She was the apple of Samson's eye. That's normally what happens when masculine and feminine come together. There's something to gain by either side of the axis to have a better life. That was this short film that I watched one day. There was female lions huddled together, maybe 5 or 6. And they seen this reptile coming at them, and they were roaring at the reptile, and he kept on coming. And one male lion walked towards the reptile and roared, huge voice, a growl, skippy growl voice. The reptile backed up and went his way. Masculine energy is necessary. It is the dominant energy, and it is the law of nature. Feminine energy is necessary. It complements masculinity, and it is the law of nature. I know you would agree that nothing lasts forever. The law of nature dealing with masculine and feminine will always be. The characters will change, and that's all. Problems, situations will rise, and problem situations will be solved. If masculine energy succumbs while being a dominant energy, that situation will decline as an energy to be reckoned with, and it will just become feminine energy and a nurturing energy, and other masculine energies will rise and be the energy of power to be reckoned with by venturing out into unknown spaces and setting up to build again. There is an equal and opposite potential, but one has the dominant, and that, my friend, is masculine. The provider and protector. You have heard it said to be yourself. Everybody teaches it, which is all good. How can you be yourself if you are a dominant masculine energy and you try to be feminine? How can you be yourself when you are a dominant feminine energy and you try to be masculine? You are trying to be something that you are not. Samson was a powerful masculine man. Delilah was a powerful feminine woman. Samson gave away his power, and Delilah defeated him, deceived him. Life is a game that has to be played, or it will play you. There's a masculine and feminine energy in the atmosphere that is saying that masculine don't need feminine and feminine don't need masculine. That's not how the game is played. Masculine and feminine is the game. If masculine and feminine don't, can't, won't, or if masculine and feminine do not aid or complement, then the game is over. The game has to be played the right way in order to not become extinct, in order for production and reproduction. There was material called The Origin of Species written by Charles Darwin. He recorded how species survived and became extinct, eating one another for food, killing off each other, and not reproducing. Some of the things that are in these ancient stories, you can see yourself and you can see other people. You can actually see the human nature of the human being. Don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. That's a good metaphor. In Samson's case, his left hand in the story is Delilah. Once he let his left hand know how his right hand worked, he gave away his power. And he was of no more use to anyone anymore to do his purpose. And he knew that. This is a story of you. This is a story of the game of life that has been played by the masculine and feminine species organism for eons. I leave you with this quote from the Christian literature. When a man thinketh himself to be something, when he is nothing, he deceiveth his own self. Now let me say that again. When mankind thinketh themselves to be something, when they are nothing, they deceive themselves. Where or when masculine and feminine come together and work together, then there is power flowing. When it's not together, there is no power flowing. It is only an energy source that is not connected. When masculine and feminine energy is flowing, each one is controlling each other with their resources available to them. When one is higher in energy, it flows this way, and when the other is higher in energy, it flows that way. Samson is you. If you don't play the game, then the game plays you.